Hello friends, so today we will be going over segues. What exactly is Segue? Segue is very similar to navigation controller. The only thing is, so it makes a new instance of a Segue. It makes a new instance of the MVC like when we use a segues. A Segue always create new instance. So how do you make these segues happen? It's just like you can connect it to a button or you can connect it to a view controller. So there are actually two ways to do it. One by using the storyboard, and the second by using your code by doing it by using code. So the way to do is so you can just hit on a button and then control drag. That's how easy it is if you want to just do it using a storyboard, and then from the code also you can do it by using perform segue with identifier. So we're gonna do it both ways, and then we have this method known as prepare for segue. So this method is called before the segue is fired from your application. Let's see in practice. So this is our storyboard. So we have view controller, and then we're gonna make a new view controller. Uh, let's wait, and over here we're gonna give it a button. So this is a button, and then so let's make a segue. So you hit on this button, hit control on the keyboard, and then drag it all the way. You just hit show. We're gonna discuss the response later. So we made a segue now, okay, and then just simply, so let's make it different color so that we can identify it. Hit on this blue white background, let's make it green. Okay, now run this application. Let's select that file. It's gonna take some time. The first time is always the longest. After that it is pretty good. So the app is running. See the button and see. So we have the second view. This is a segue by using storyboard. Now if you want to do it using your code, the way I usually do it, so I connect view controllers and not a button. So we're gonna connect this view controller to this view controller by using a segue, and then we're gonna give it a name. Like, yes, let's give it a video segue name. Okay, I gave it a name, and then okay. Now we have to make an instance of this. Action, button action. Okay, let's do this. Button action. Now we have to call the segue method. So it says self perform. So we will identify the identify name was video video segue, and sender is, so let's give it mail, and then see. So now when you will hit the button, the segue will be called. See, so it's working. So now we're using our code, and now if you want to call some method before this segue is called, the way it is prepare for segue method. So you just say prepare and it will show you up. Then you say prepare for segue. Then you can actually, if you have multiple segues in between two view controllers, you can just give it the name. So if I give the name if, and since we have the input as segue, if segue dot identify, this is the name, and the name is video segue. Print yes, this is the segue. This is the segue. No, this is not. Okay, then when you hit the application, so so this method is called, and this method can be used to like give some values, instantiate values. There can be multiple things. So if suppose you make it a new cocoa class, you give it a name vc2. um, so we make this file. So we make this new view controller vc2, and we made this file. So let's connect this to the file. It's vc2, storyboard id vc2. Okay, and now so this prepare for segue method can be used to send values or like set like properties in this vc2 before it is instantiated. So let's go to the vc2 and just set a variable over here, like a property actually, where a let's make it a type in optional, so that suppose if it's nil, the app should not crash, and then we say view did appear, print a. Okay, so we're good, and let's have a breakpoint to show that it's been set. And then from over here, the way to do this, so this UI storyboard segue has destination view controller. We're gonna use this. So let vc2, let vc is equal to segue dot destination view controller as vc2 vc dot a. Let's clean this so that it gets compiled. Is equal to 7, and that's pretty much it. And then this should be able to print it now. So we are setting the let vc equals to segue dot destination view controller as vc2. So we are saying that this is a file, that it is of type, and this is the property that you should set the value, and then after this method it will be instantiated and given the value. So see how it works. So when I will hit this button, so see this, in this file it is optional, but we have sent the value from that file, so it should print out the value optional 7. See, so this value is being printed out. Thank you guys for watching the video. See you next time with more cool activities.